Thank you very much. So, yeah, Purnima, back to you. Let's get to know each other. This is NIRAJ. I work as a data analyst and a business analyst here in Blue Cross Blue Shield. I think you have heard that name. It's a big health company. We sell insurance and all kind of health solutions. So for them, I have to work around the data warehouse that they have. And also I work with the business. And that's why I'm here to teach you all the work that I do on a day-to-day basis and also whatever function that a business analyst has to do. Okay? So before that, I just want to know your background, what do you like doing, you know, something by yourself. So you can go ahead, yeah. If you want to know more about me, just feel free to ask me.
Sure, Neeraj. No, I think I am pretty fine. I mean, I just need to know the trainer. That's more than enough, whatever you have introduced yourself. About me, I actually belong definitely from India, and I completed my Master of Business Administration in Human Resources Management. And I have nearly 8 years of experience in human resources field. But here in United States, I have come in 2012 after getting married. Then I have enrolled for, an MS course in information technology, and I just want to shift from my earlier HR background to information technology background. So currently I'm pursuing my MS in information technology from Globe University, and in the United States I have not worked much. So that's all about me. I mean, I have overall 8 years HR experience where I was doing all my recruitment, payroll, I mean all HR related activities from last 8 years, and my work location was in Mumbai, and I was working in various organizations like Reliance, Capgemini, then Catalyst Partners, and then got married and came here. So from here my business analyst or my IT career will start. You there? Neeraj, you there?
Hello, Niraj. Hello, Niraj. Niraj, we are unable to hear you. Can you hear us?
I think he got muted or got disconnected. Not disconnected because we can see him.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, he can hear us. I think only thing we cannot hear. Let's see. Niraj, can you check your audio? You have to check in audio, might be. Still we can hear you. Let me call him. Purnima? Yeah, I think he's facing technical problem. He will be back within for a while. Okay. So till
Okay,
then
no
you can just.
Okay, health insurance or just the insurance or banking or something like that. So let's pretend that we are working for healthcare. You can see my. Can you see my screen? Hello.
Yes, I can. Sorry, I muted myself.
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
I can see your screen.
Great. You're following the instruction then. So this is healthcare. So the first thing, the name itself, it says business analyst. You have to analyze the business, the type of business you work for. You have to work for the dollar amount, like the profit. The company has to make the profit at the end of the day with all the projects that they implement, right? They hire so many developers. They hire so many QAs. I mean, what they do it for? It's just the dollar amount. For you, that's why you have to know the process of the business that you work in, the domain we call it, right? You know about that, the domain. So we're going to talk about the healthcare domain, and now you are a business analyst here in a healthcare. So the first thing, I have a statistics that say that 80% of the projects, they fail because of the poor requirement gathering. So as a business analyst, you're going to work in an organization. So you have your project manager, okay? Project manager, any name that you want to give him. Let's say James is a project manager. You are the business analyst. Okay, then you have a developer, QA. So Purnima, whenever you go to a technical project here, you will be assigned a project. Okay, assign a project name and number. Let's say 1, 2, 3, health analytics. Okay, so you'll be assigned, there will be a project name and there's a number for it. So it's your, for your documentation. Now you've been assigned to this. What is the first thing you do? Okay, so you'll have a project manager there. So the first thing you have to come up, now these are the type of people that you're immediately going to work with. Okay, so now you have your subject matter experts. These are the people who are working in an organization for like 12 years, 15 years, 20 years. They have been there forever. You know, they know inside out of the business, how the business functions. So that's what I was referring to whenever I said the domain. If it's a Chase Bank, Bank of America, that's the finance domains, right? So you have to know how the debit card are issued, how it makes profit. Is it more profitable to sell the credit cards, or is it more profitable to use the debit card? So you have to know your domain inside out. I mean, especially as a business analyst, that is the main thing you have to do. If you are a dev, you don't care. You just get the requirement from this person right here, business analyst, and you work on that requirement. This person does the same. Everybody else does the same. So you are the technical and the functional. When I say technical, and you told me that you don't want to go deep into technical, and you don't have to. Trust me, you don't have to. As long as you do your job, which is gathering the requirement from the business. Okay. So did you capture one thing, Purnima? The only main thing I'm keep repeating is like you have to gather the requirement. Right? You can unmute.
Yes. Okay.
So,
yeah.
So we said we'll gather the requirement, okay? So who is going to give you the requirement? So there will be a subject matter expert. So this person, now you're going to go talk to this. Whenever this is assigned to you from the company, the business we call it, so there will be all the top boss, right? They will already have their meetings, and they'll say, okay, we want to do this project because it allows us to make like 10 million profit this year. So we're going to do the health analytics project. So we need to implement this project. So now they gave this project to you. Now you'll have to do some more analysis. Okay, first thing you have to know is like, what is the project about? What is health analytics? Maybe it says the business overview. So this project is to improve the data consumption by the employees for their reporting abilities. Okay, so I'm talking about this specific project here. So this project is about to improve the data consumption by the employees for their reporting abilities. Okay, so the company is implementing SM1234 project, investing so many dollar amount, maybe $5,000 into this project to get a return of $20,000. That is the dollar amount associated. That is the scope. That is the business goal that the business is trying to get. That is all the business is going to give you. Now it is your job to find out, to more dig into more details about it. Okay, so you have to come up with a business requirement documents. First, you talk with the subject matter expert. That is the first thing you do. And the second one is, now we call it deliverable. Deliverables means the thing that we have business analyst to the team or the company to the project. The first thing that you have to business requirement document. Okay, in this business requirement document, you will have to cover kind of aspects. First thing is business view. Okay, so you'll have the stakeholders there. Have you ever created this kind of?
No.
No? Okay. So when you work with, as a business analyst, please expect yourself to talk a lot. Okay, business analyst is like a very communicative person, and even if you don't like talking to people, people will come talk to you. People will ask you 10 different questions. It's not going to be technical questions. It's going to be like, hey, what I have to do? When is this project going live? What are we doing in this project? So you'll be the one who is feeding the data to others, and you're not the owner of any of this information. Like, you'll get this information passed on to you from different people, but you're the person who will put all this different information into one place. And your baby, your heart of your work has to be the business requirement document, because all the meetings that you do with people, maybe you talk to me today 1 hour for some analytics software. How can you implement it? What is the problem in implementing it into like 3 months? What is the blocker? So all of these things you'll put in the business requirement document. So there can be a lot of places that you have to fill in. Sorry, but this is the main stuff that your business requirement document has to capture. So you have to have the business overview. You have to name all the stakeholders, like who are the key people contributing to the discussion of the business requirement document. And then you have the project timeline, okay? So if you can, so you have to make a process flow diagram. So I usually do in the Visio, MS Visio. So if you are familiar with this, it's great. Process flow diagram, and then after you do in scope. So Purnima, what do you think? What do you know from these bullet points that I just made it for you? Hello?
Hello, Purnima. Hello.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just did
Uh,
not mute myself and I was started talking. I'm
oh,
sorry.
okay. Purnima, do one thing.
And
Much better to do is if you have headset, you can put it headset, so you can you don't need to mute it or something. So we can't
Oh,
hear
okay,
our
sure.
voice back because you are using a computer in which we can hear our voice back. So which makes it
One moment.
yeah
Let me talk. Let me connect to phone in that
yeah
case.
that way
Okay.
it's fine. Yeah yeah yeah.
Mhm. Hi, can you?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear.
Okay, great. So what I have understood
Just a moment.
till
Just a
now is,
moment. Purnima, just a moment. I think Neeraj
yeah,
Neeraj has
I
to
can
talk.
hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
well,
So,
what I can understood from this particular conversation, first of all, the SAB who provides the requirement, then the deliverables comes where things need to be delivered like in a format of business requirement document, then business overview, then talking to the stakeholders who are the key people. Then
true.
there's a project timeline is there, and those requirement gathering process flow diagram that should be created in MS Visio format, and then the scope, in scope and out of scope. I'm not clear with this too. So what is this do? I just need to know.
Great. Yeah. So I'm asking you all these questions even though you're like on the first day of the course because I want it to be a two-way communication, between you and me, just sharing our ideas and thoughts together rather than me just talking all the time. So
Sure.
that is great questions. So in scope, out scope. So scope means whatever is the project is trying to do. Okay. Here, in the business overview, if you start writing the document, business overview is like the first thing you have to write, maybe a paragraph, maybe two paragraphs. This project is trying to improve the data consumption, and with this project, the business will get so many dollars profit, and this will implement it in the finance department or this department. That is very overview. You know how the bird, when they look at the world, then they see like a bird's eye view. So that is very big. We have a lot of information in that overview. But in scope, we'll say what we exactly doing. Okay, maybe to improve the data consumption, we have to, maybe the business has to do let's say first item might be upgrade the uh, operating system of the users as per the new software, right? Here it didn't say anything. It just said we're trying to improve the maybe customer relationship, but it's like a very big overview. Now we have to dig into detail because your document is going to be like a technical like spec. It's like a guide for all the technical people. They'll look at it, and I come into the project, I don't know anything about it, so I grab your BRD. It should be like a book, like I go pages by pages, and it should tell me what I'm doing, what I'm expected to do, and it should be very clear. It doesn't have to be very like, it's no rocket science. You'll go there. All you have to do is talk to different people. So I'll also tell you what is the reason behind I'm telling you talk to different people. So in scope item, that's a very good question. Upgrading the operating system of the users is per the new software, right? So we'll say create one new file to send to the customer relation department.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now these are the things that the project is actually like in the detail trying to do. So out of scope might be the project manager is, the business is saying that, oh, okay, this year there are a lot of work for this project to do, but this year let's do only these 2 items as the 2015 work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's not do these things, these other things. Okay, let's say upgrade the existing database with the new customer information. Create a new So this will be some of the types of the document that you'll see. So these things still have to be done as in the project, okay? So these are number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. But the business is going to come in and say, oh, hold on, Purnima, you know what? We don't have much time, and we have to do this by August. So out of this 4 work, let's take this 2 work out. We cannot do this by August, so let's focus on this 2.
Okay.
So the scope of your project is to upgrade the operating system of the users according to the new software and create 1 new file to send to the customer relation department.
Okay.
So that is the only area you need to focus. Over here, business overview, you'll write everything. You'll write whatever the business gave you, like we are doing this, we're trying to do this with this project, we're going to come up with this kind of changes to the company, and this will be the new process that we have to follow. This will be the new standards. You can write everything there, but in scope is like the detail, like what exactly are you doing, you know? So, you know, whenever you use a GPS.
Hello? You there, Neeraj?
Hey, Neeraj, are you there?
Okay. I think he got disconnected again. No, he is there, I guess. Okay.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay.
Looks like it, I'm there. Okay, I don't know what is the problem. This laptop, I really have to, you know, use my old laptop again.
Yes.
So
Hello, Neeraj. Again, we lost you. Where are you? I think you need to use another one. Okay. Let's give him seconds, Purnima. I think he's having a problem with the connections.
I understand. No problem.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Okay, let me try that. Okay. Okay. Hello, guys.
Yes, yes, I'm here.
We can hear you. For the audio, Neeraj, can you connect through your
Okay. Yeah.
phone so that
I
we wouldn't lose you, so you can connect through phone as well.
Hello.
Hi. Neeraj?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Neeraj.
I think this will. I will. Yeah. So like, I don't know why that is happening, but it's not a good impression on the first day. I was telling you on your first day of class. Better. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Hello.
hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Purnima? Hello? Hello, Purnima?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, yes, I can hear you both.
Yeah, we are okay. Okay, now we
Okay.
are good to go. Sounds good. All right, thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Carry on, please.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was a little bit of disturb, but I was taking notes, and so pretty much you got a feel of what a business analyst has to do, right? First, communication. Communication is the first thing. Second thing is communication, and third thing is communication. So I mean, you have to do communicate. You don't have any like ownership of anything there. Like a developer, he will tell you what, from a developer perspective, how the project goal is going to be achieved. And he'll say, Purnima, you don't, for example, just suppose you don't know any technical stuff, right? So he'll say, Purnima, for this project, I have to code this new file into the system, and there will be 5 files that we have to create. So you don't know any of this. You don't know what he's talking about sometimes, okay? So you can go ahead. So what you have to do is, no, you can use that one if you don't mind. So what you have to do is talk to different people and just capture whatever they say in their document, So can you, do you feel a little bit more comfortable about this?
I mean, you are talking about that particular technology if someone asked me to implement during that time?
No, from here, if you see at my screen, can you see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
So from here all the way I came down here, do you get the flow of the work? Like first how you get the resources first, and then you talk to people here, and this is the work you have to present. So here are 3 different areas that you do in the technical stuff. Okay. Okay. So give me 1 minute break here.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm back.
Okay, yes.
All right. So let's go and take a look at this guy right here. So it's 100%. Can you see this properly, or is it a little smaller for you?
I cannot see anything now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, you're true.
Yes, now I can.
So this is what we're going to be capturing in next few weeks, and you'll be able to do all this. I can assure you that if you give me your dedication, I can help you do all this.
Sure, definitely. I will
So
provide 1,000% dedication, definitely.
And I'll give you assignments, trust me, because that is the best way people learn, and personally for me too. Saying that, talking to people and saying that, oh, I understood this, I understood that is very easy, but to put it in practice is a lot more different. So
right.
if you look at this diagram right here, these are some of the exact things that you're talking to me. You saying that, oh, I'm not very technically strong, right? So this guy is saying the same thing here. So don't have the domain knowledge. So I was talking about domain. So every work has its own subject areas, right? So either you're going to work in health, or you're going to work in finance, you're going to work in insurance, you know. But no matter what kind of field you go, no matter what kind of area you work, the basic work is going to be the same. Okay. So no matter what kind of car you drive, once you learn to drive a car, it's going to be the pretty much same thing, right? Whether it's a van or a small car, medium car, large car. So same way, every resource, the business analyst is going to do the same type of thing. I mean, every work is going to be different, but the fundamentals, like the basic work, is going to be the same. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. So it says most of your time is spent in hands-on practice, enabling you to master the methods and techniques that the professional BA use on the job. So I'm going to make sure you do that.
Sure.
So these are the business requirement documents, functional requirement documents, and use case documents. Today, I just gave you very, very like blanket kind of knowledge, you know, just the overview of the BRD, because I do not want to overwhelm you with a lot of information. I know the first day it should be relaxing. You should get to know the feel of the overview of the work that you're going to do, but, you know, pushing you into too much detail on the first time is not going to help you. But now you know business requirement documents. So this is the way you learn. So I gave you the term BRD. Now you're going to go Google it, do your self-research as well, you know, apart from my teaching to you. So those are the documents that you have to, as a business analyst, that's your main job, like 9 to 5, that's where you work for all day.
Okay.
So all these are same thing. So this is the area I'm going to help you, and if you look at this and let me know, like if you don't understand anything, just let me know. Do you like really know what a party is? Like just the top of your head? You know the BRD right now, right?
Yes.
But
What
do you
is
know what is the so BRD is like the main document that you first make, and from the BRD you have to make a similar document, but that is for the technical people to use. So it's called functional requirement document.
Okay. So this FRD is being used by the technical person, as you say, right?
Very true. See, that you got it. So you take the BRD and you create a different version. You pretty much, you take all the information from BRD and you make it, you think about, oh, how can I make it more clear, more direct, you know, more easier for the technical people to use this information from the BRD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got it.
So that they can understand from their perspective. If you cannot mix the technical people and the functional people, like accounting, maybe a head of department from an accounting department doesn't know what a developer has to code, how much time he'll take coding, right? What he has to do. So he'll just say, oh, you have to implement this project into 2 months, and that's all I know. That's his requirement. But you have to sit down with technical folks and know that how much time they will take, what they will do this week, how much work they will do this week, and what is the work they're going to do next week, you know. So this FRD will help you and help them to communicate between each other, you know. So BRD is a parent document for me. I would say BRD is like more like a parent document, and FRD comes out of the BRD.
Okay. Got it.
Let's move ahead. Yeah. I'll help you with all this right here. So one more thing is you have to be able to write, since you communicate a lot, right? You talk to different people. Now, whatever communication you made, whatever requirement you found from everybody else, now you have to write those into sentences so that someone else will understand. So you talk to 3 different people today, but you don't capture that information. So it is lost, right? Tomorrow, again, you have to dedicate your time. Again, you have to invest your time. And that is not a big thing. You can do that. But the problem is subject matter experts, people who have been there for a long, long time, are busy people. Their schedule is full. Their calendar is full. So if you want to talk to them again tomorrow for the same thing, first thing, maybe they will not enjoy the idea of having to tell you the same thing over and over again. Okay? And second thing, they won't have the time to meet you today. They might say, can we meet after like 2 days? Can we meet after 3 days? But within 3 days, you might have to deliver something to your team, to project. You might have to show some kind of document that you worked on. So that might not help you. So the key thing is like communicate. I told you communicate, but that communication has to be captured somewhere. So you write the business requirement document today, and it doesn't have to be perfect, right? That is just like the first step. You put everything there. You don't even care about grammar. You don't care about the layout of the document. You don't care about the headings or, you know, different paragraphs to make it look better. You just don't care. You just grab all the information, whatever the subject matter expert told you. Then that is like a draft. That is something you can, and then in your meetings, you have to take notes, which we call is like meeting notes. Usually it is the job of the business analyst to take these notes, and you can pass it to your teammates. So we have a meeting today, for example. There are like 5 different people. This many people are joining the call. Let's say Arjun is there, and so this is something you create. Okay, you don't have. It is not that it is required, but as a business analyst, it is very. It is a what do you call? It is your duty that you should, you know, help your project team with taking, because you're a functional resource, right? So all this communication, helping other people to move ahead and achieve the project goal is your ultimate goal. So let's say these 4 people met today, okay, and let's say, and in the meeting, Arjun said, that he has to look at a file, and he'll set up the WebEx meeting for us tomorrow. Okay, and then you'll put the note as urgent. He so So you have to be able to. People will keep talking. You know, they will not stop for you to take notes. Okay, they will not say, "Hey, Purnima, you're writing, so we'll talk slow or we'll slow down." No, they will keep talking their usual way, but you should be like taking notes like here and there, just like you take notes in the class, and then you come back to your desk or you come back to your free time or computer. Then you will write in full sentences, and then you write in proper grammar. But whenever you're taking notes in the meeting, it has to be the key information. So here, key information is like, here you have to get the sign-offs by April 20, 5 p.m. tomorrow. So those are key information. You know, if, for example, if you miss in the meeting to capture this information, then you have to go back to Arjun again and say, "Hey, I forgot. What time did you say that you're gonna set up a meeting tomorrow? Was it 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. or 5 p.m.? I'm confused." So first thing, your impression is going to be like, "Oh, you didn't pay attention in the meeting, right?" Okay, that will be the first impression. And second thing, Arjun might not be free to talk to you, you know. So all this, whatever the key things happen in the meeting has to be, you know, in your notes for that day. Or you can also give it a day, saying that, okay, today is like May 12th, and you can say this is for this project right here. So, Purnima, that looks a little bit more better. Something that
Yes, perfect.
Perfect, right? So, what you do after each meeting, you'll take the notes in your notebook or the computer or any Microsoft Word or whatever you feel easy for you. So you'll take those notes. Then you'll come back to your desk after the meeting is over, right? 9 to 10 a.m. you have meeting. Then 20 minutes or 30 minutes, 1 hour, you're free. You come back to your desk, and you write all this notes that you took. You'll write in a better way. Maybe here, then you'll have time, and then maybe you'll make it look better. Like instead of just giving people's name, then you'll say, "Oh, participants. You know, this is the project name. This is the participant, and these are the action items to be done." Then then you send it out to the this meeting notes, and you'll say in the meeting today, these are the meeting notes that happened, and these are the things that we need to do as a team. You know, so when you send this email out to everybody, like to these guys, and to your copying your project manager, to yourself, then see how much of help you are doing everybody. So this Arjun also okay. Oh man, I have to set up a meeting tomorrow by 5 p.m. So he knows what he has to do. And Joe also knows, oh, I have to read this document and provide this requirement by April 20. So see, and now you're tracking the progress, right? So your project manager asks you like, "Hey, Purnima, what's going on with the SM 1, 2, 3, 4? this project, or anything, any progress, then you should, and from this note, you'll be able to say, yes, yes, we talked to Joe, Robert, Arjun, Sam, and then Arjun has decided that he'll set up a meeting tomorrow. Then we'll talk in the meeting and we'll discuss this and we'll finalize this. That is the way of working in the corporate world. And as a business analyst, these are your key responsibilities that you do. Okay? So first thing, you have to talk a lot, which is communication. Second thing, you have to write a lot. And it might sound a whole lot of work, but when you work with people, it will be easy. Like people will contribute. They'll tell you something. You just have to write it somewhere, capture it. So that is the work of the BA that you'll be doing.
Excellent.
So any questions? Yeah, any questions? Feel free.
I will have questions, but not today. I will just go through this recording session once again, and I probably will have some questions tomorrow. I will ask. So tomorrow would be the same time, right? At 4 o'clock in CST time.
Yeah. So this is a good time for you?
Yes, it is a perfect time for me to attend.
Okay, great. Okay, just hold on a second, okay? Give me 2 minutes break if you're not busy.
Yeah, sure. You can take it.
Okay, just a second. Okay. Okay, back here. So,
Yes.
so I took a break because I was trying to look up files. So this is an Excel document that I put together. So see, whenever you see it for the first time, you're going to be like, oh God, what is this? There's like too many words there. There's too many, what is this Excel file, But let's take it one thing at a time. So I just want to go, these are the things that we'll work on as a hands-on knowledge. Okay, Purnima? So
Yes.
not today, of course, but these are the things that a regular project does, the IT project. So I had somewhere here. See. Here it says deliverables expected out of BA. So you also have to be able to talk into the language of the technical people. So you can say, oh, I have to do this thing. No, that is okay. That is good English, but that doesn't sound proper in the office area, right? So deliverables, which is the proper jargon that you have to use. Deliverables expected out of a business analyst. So I've been telling this again and again. BRD is the first thing that you have to do. Are you guys still seeing the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So BRD will go in more depth. I'll show you the format, how to write it, how to capture the requirement. We'll pretend like we're in a project, okay? And I'll give you some requirements. I'll tell you something, then you take the notes and you show me how you write it. So sure. After that I said FRD, okay? And then use cases. Use cases are usually for quality analysts that they have to test some cases, you're saying like, if this happens, then we're doing this, otherwise we're not doing this. Okay, for example, you're working for a Toyota company, okay? So you're saying, can we please launch Toyota Camry in 10 different countries only, okay? So in our data warehouse, we have so many countries, right? But in the website, whenever they click Toyota Camry, then the country list, available list should only have like, 10 different countries. This is a very small example, right? So we have to filter the other countries out. So we only have like 10 different names in there. So those are small use cases or that the quality analyst have to work in, So the data journals, I have a perfect example of this also. I'll give you in next class. Data journal is like, let's say there's a field called member. Okay, so there's a field called like do you feel like an online form you fill out sometime, right? So it says your name, last name, first name, right? So those are the kinds of information it is referring to whenever it says information about data. So like whenever you see the place where it says please enter your first name, then you just write Purnima, right? But that is very like you're looking at the front end, but somebody coded that for you to be able to enter your name there, right? Right, Purnima?
Yes, Niraj.
So for you to put your name, P-U-R-N-I-M-A, which are like seven like characters, somebody else had to code it there. Some developer had to say, okay, first name, it has to show as first name on the screen, and then the maximum length of the character. See, now you have 7 characters in your name, P-U-R-N-I-M-A. Some other people might have a longer name, so they might have 12. So the business will give you the length of the data. First name, how long it should be, 15, 20 characters maybe. So those are the information it's talking about. See, the field length, field type is characters. If you have like, the ABCD or those kind of information, then that's character. So field description is like, is it first name, last name, is it middle name? What kind of field it is, So these are the data journals, okay? So rules document, process flow diagram, I told you the visual diagram, and gap analysis document. So these are all the business analyst has to do, and trust me, Purnima, you're going to have so much fun, and you have such a strong experience in HR. That means you already probably work with people already. You know how to handle people. You know how to work together with people. Now all you gotta do is like take different communication out of different people, and you have to actually not only communicate, but then again, all your hard work of communication has to be reflected into these different documents. That's all we're doing as a business analyst. Okay. So we'll definitely start with the BRD, which is going to be the business needs. Do you know the gap analysis document?
I heard about this, but I don't know.
See, as the name suggests, it's a gap analysis. So today you're writing a BRD. So you have like 5 different requirements saying this. We have to do this as a business. We have to. So you're working on a renovation of a house. So you'll say, I have to change the door. I have to change the door lock. I have to paint the door. That is 3 items, right? So that is the requirement. You have to change the door, and whenever you change the door, you have to change the door lock. And whenever that is done, and then you paint the door and you make it new. So you gather that requirement, and the business, all the subject matter experts, they're gonna sign off. Okay, yeah, that is true. Whatever you have written in your Microsoft Word document, change the door lock, and paint the door. Yeah, that's what we're doing. It looks good, Purnima. Sign it out. I'm signing it. You're doing a good job. Okay, great. So you're working on you're working on the project, and 2 months after that, the project manager is going to come. Hey, hold on, Purnima. I just had a meeting today, and actually, the management team, they decided that we should also add one window to it. But your team has already started working on the door. Now they don't know anything about window. Now your top management is saying that, can you please add a new window to that work, right? So now you have to say, what is the difference what is the amount of the work that you have to do when you have to work on the window and the door? Like, that is called the gap of the work that you are doing, and between the gap of the work you're doing and the work now you have to do because of the new requirement. That is the gap, right? You're doing point A, you're doing some work currently in the existing process, and now your management says, can you also do this, please? So that is the new work. So between that new work and the current work that you're already doing, there's some kind of gap. It is not as easy as saying, like, okay, we'll fix a new window too. You have to see everything, like how much the new window is going to cost. Is the new window going to be painted just like the color of the door, or is it going to be a different color? Okay. So are we gonna buy the window from the same shop that we bought the door, or are we gonna buy it from a different shop? What is the size of the window is gonna be? Should it be twice as big as the door, or it should be, So these are the new questions that will come, the new requirement. Requirement is like together in the house. Okay. Now you have to ask 10 different questions based on that one statement. You'll ask the size, what is the, it has to be in color with the door. Do we have the color of the door? How far the angle, what part of the house does the window has to be? So as a business, these are the questions. You're always asking the business questions. How you are doing the thing you are doing. Okay, Purnima?
Yes.
Because as a name suggests, you are analyzing the business. So you have to ask the business, what is the purpose of adding that window? How much profit? What is the dollar value we're going to improve to our company because of adding that? Maybe sometime if we don't add the window, maybe we're better off not adding the window. We might have a different solution. Maybe we can add one more door at the back door, without instead of adding that window there. So those are the communication you have to do. Now, you don't know if you can do something different than, sometimes it might be better adding a different door in the back side of the house rather than making a big window. But who's going to give you that information? Those information is going to be provided to you by the subject matter expert, because they have been working in that company for a long time. They have working in that domain. Domain means whatever, banking, healthcare. They know the business inside out. So they know the shortcuts, or they know the proper way of doing the things the right way, right? So you cannot know all the answers. You just throw out the questions, and people will give you answers, So you'll say, what color is the window? And some people will say, we have to match it according to the door. And then you put in the BRD, your business requirement document. Okay, we'll have to have a new window, and the new window has to match the color of the door. If the color of the door and the window doesn't match, then it will be a risk to us. So we have to make sure it matches. Those kind of things that you have to do as a business analyst.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So, okay. So just a second again. I'll take a break, okay? 30 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I think And so 1 hour is completed. So
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that it's been completed, and I think he has to also go. This was the basically just a high level overview, I can say. And more thing is like particularly we will go into the depth of the courses, and like as he discussed about the BRDs and functional, non-functional requirement, functional requirement, traceability, process program, and diagram, use cases, rules, documents, data journals, those are stuff. So basically, this will be, kind of like overview only, just to make sure that what are the things that we're going to do and how it looks like. So those we will cover into a practical basis. And that will be sometime, maybe we can try to go with the websites and try to work on the websites. Like when you build the systems, like you need the team, right? So it's all about, it's very easy fundamentals, I can say. And it's a fun kind of, but it's, when we work together as a team, in the project, always you have a team. So there is a developer, there is a project manager, there is a tester, there is a other database peoples out there. So yeah, and this is kind of like just high level, and we will end up today, and tomorrow we'll meet up again, and we will start the beginning of class from tomorrow itself. All right?
Okay, fine. Thank you, Arjun.
All right.
Thanks
I
so
hope
much.
you enjoyed,
Yeah.
and so thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Neeraj, and we will continue from tomorrow. All right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.